Hello everyone. Well, we're going to see if it's all hooked up properly. Oh, I see we get some people in, so that is perfect. Here we go. Let's test this here. Make sure it's all working properly. Sound good? Awesome. Thank you, Kathy. So I see we got quite a few group already. Holly, it's here. Thanks, Holly, for being there. So I'm trying to catch up on the Melinda, it's here. Lorraine. Lorraine must have had a question. Here we go. Cloudy in Ohio. Well, perfect. It sounds like everything it's working properly. So here we go. So today it's completely kind of different because if you see, I think you're going to be, I can show it to you there. On that table, it's all stuff that we're going to be doing today. So you see we got a lot. Well, I don't plan to be here 5 hours. I don't think that Ollie would appreciate my salary for 5 hours. I give her a little token when she answered my question there, so I don't think she would appreciate 5 hours. The way that this is going to work, this is why I call it the Mega Christmas class. I'm going to show you the basic for each suite or each, like, some it's like bundled together with the same stamp set. So I'm going to show you the basic. And in the PDF file, you will have all measurement, all supplies listed, all color, all the detail information. So really today I'm showing you the basic, but it's nothing that's going to be like all like before all the measurement and that. That's going to be all in the PDF file. The PDF got 17 page. Yes, I put a lot of work on that. 17 page for the PDF file. Each project that I'm going to show, it's all picture, individual picture, all the supplies list, the measurement and everything. So how can you get the PDF file? It is with this hostess code here. FSNB2E9H. So again, it's FSNB2E9H. That was with an order of $40 plus the tax and the shipping, not including the tax and the shipping. So $40 order placed on my blog at FrenchieStamps.com on my online store and enter that code. You will receive the PDF file in the email, not in the mail, but email in less than 24 hours. If you would like to have the PDF file and a monthly, I always have a monthly PDF file offer from me and my team. That's $30 with an order of $30. Well, 4 and 3, it's $70. So $65. If you order it, $65 and above. But with this hostess code here, you will get both. This offer ends next Friday for this mega class. So again, it's 17 page and you're going to get all the information you need to do all the project that I'm going to share today. And also, I was thinking of something. Oh, yes. At FrenchieStamps.com, if you forget this here, right at the top, you're going to have that. Or if you click on today's post, or right at the top, I attach today's post, it's going to be there. Also, right at the top in the 3 box, depends if you're viewing on a PC or if you're viewing on a mobile device, that could be different. If you click on Own More, you're going to see that. You're going to have the special, I'm looking for the word, designer series paper. We get a special. If you buy 3 of them, you get 1 free. It's not all the designer series paper. It's the one listed there. So that's, you can add that also. If you order, it's $150 and above. $150 and above before tax and shipping. Do not enter the hostess code. You will get the stamping rewards. That's at least $15, depending, it's 10%, at least $15, plus you would get the PDF file also. So remember that. So now it is 10:02, so I give my little sales speech, I would say. So we're going to get started. And like I said, Ollie's at the other end, answer the question. Measurement, it will not be no answer for that, because like I said, it's no, a few of them maybe are going to give measurement, but it's all in the PDF file. We get 17 cards, we get regular size card, we get the little 3x3 cards, I think 3 or 5 of them. We get the pizza box. We get so much that if I would want to give all that information, well, then it would be only one of the stash. I wouldn't be able to do all that. So that's why I decided to do a mega one for Christmas. So if you want to get a head start with Christmas, I think this class is going to help you quite a bit. So I'm going to flip the computer. I won't flip the computer around, but I'm going to flip the camera around, and it's going to be very shaky and that. So I hope that I won't make you sick when I flip that. This video or this live event will stay live, will stay on my YouTube. So if for any reason you arrive late, well, you won't hear that till you listen. You can watch over and over. So don't worry about if you're arriving late or if you have to leave early. It will be recorded. Also, though, to be eligible for the prize, I'm going to have 2 prize, I call it screen prize, through the event. You have to be present. If you're not present, it won't be there. How can you get in the drawing? It's if you chat, if you leave a comment, let's say that you're from North Dakota, whatever, as long as Ollie see the name, she entered the name, and the only way we know that you're here, it's leaving a comment. So let's get started, and welcome to Frenchie and Ollie, I should say Ollie and I, or Ollie and me, mega workshop, Christmas workshop. So let me flip you around. Now you're looking at the ceiling. I have to do the worst before the better. Here we go. And it looks like I'm in now. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, we're going to start with the clear, here we go. Here it is. It's those clear box that I emboss. And how did I do that? Well, first, let me tell you where the box are, because they're kind of tricky to see. So the box that we are using, they are on page, I cannot even see the page 13. So right here, it's the box. The box number, it's 144628. So we are using these box here. They are awesome to put cards in, and I'm going to have more if we can cut them and so on. And then we're using those little ornaments right here on page 12. So let's get started with that. I'm going to show you my mistakes, so what you want to do and what you don't want to do. I tried to emboss both sides. Yes, you sure can emboss both sides. It was fitting perfectly. So what I had done this. Well, what happened, it don't go in the center. So you see it's way off, and it's way off over here. So I didn't like that. I couldn't have that in the center because, you know, you cannot emboss center because you get this side. So, and I try another way to just putting it in one layers and this flip in the back right here, like, but that would be the back of the box, so I didn't like that. So my best advice, it's when you get your box here, you're gonna take your flap. So this is your front, really. The flap, it's the front. It will leave a mark, but who will take care of that? Flip this down. Take your big snowflake embossing folder. This is in the holiday catalog. And make sure you flip the little tab there. And we're gonna put that in between. So you see it's in between. Now, you want to push that right at the right side. Because if you push here, it's gonna go on the side of the box. So you wanna push, did I say the right? It's the left side. Push that all the way to the left side. Push it as far as you can. You see where the line go there? That's my tab. It should just a niche there about. So I'm gonna bring the big shot. And I have to lift you way up high here. Here we go. I'm getting better with this camera thing, I think. Excuse me. So to emboss, you're going to get just a regular platform. Don't add the extender, the adapter. Do not add that. Clear plate. And then this, again, make sure it's pushed all the way. Put that on top. And put this here. Another clear plate. Now let's roll this through. Oops. It's kind of tight, that's okay. And I bet the camera is shaking. It's rolling with this. Okay, let me put the big shot away for now. And now I'm gonna have to put you back down. Here we go. I think I'm getting pretty better with this camera. I find a little screw on the head of my tripod, and before I was moving the camera itself, so that's why a lot of time it was falling. So if I unscrew that, then it's worked better. I think that the more you do, the more that you learn, right? So now what I'm gonna do, I would never have thought of embossing the plastic. That's why you're joining Frenchie's classes, absolutely. So now remove this, and voila. So you see you get a little niche there, but it's no biggie because it's still embossed here. You get the line over here that when you're gonna put your card, it's no biggie. Now fold this in the back. This is the side of the box. Fold that there, bring that here. And I say, oh, I need my bone folder though. I got many bone folder, but when you want them, they're not where you put them. Here we go. So now I just want to make sure that it stays tight. Now, before you put your box together, what you want to do is really fold this here. Well, let's put this back down here. Fold this and fold this. And that's going to make a difference for your box to stay closed properly. Now I'm going to go there and over here. So that, like I said, it's almost crucial for your box to fold properly. All that, that came from the big shot. Just remove that. Whatever, I had stuff like paper residue or whatever on the big shot. Now I'm going to put that there. And what I do, I come in and make sure my flaps are down. so my card gonna fit good. Okay, well, maybe if I use my bone folder there. It's not that complicated, trust me. Here we go. Now, for the box itself, I use the designer series paper, the one with the champagne there. That one, it is on page, let me tell you quick. I should have marked that down. Okay, it is on page 37. It's the Here Cheer specialty paper there. So, and I use the snowflake too over there. So what, all the sides are the same for inside, except when I was done, it was not matching correctly. I wanted the snowflake at the top. It didn't look good. So I did a fifth one, and let me show you. I had the envelope. I must take the envelope out. So I need 5 envelopes because we got 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the one at the top, you're going to see the surrounding, it's bigger. I got the snowflake at the top. You want to put the snowflake right in the center, and it's going to match with that. I'm just going to put my envelope here. We're going to slide this through. Just make sure, if that happens, just reopen it up here, and you want to put that in the back of it. Here we go. Maybe I folded a bit. Here we go. So now that's good. Put that there. So now it's going to stay closed very well. Voila. And see, my snowflake match with that snowflake. So that's what I like about it. Now, I got gold here. This one, it is silver because that's what I should have done. What I done, I use the little tiny trim there. And I got the mini ornament. Well, if you see the mini ornament, you're going to say, how did I put my ribbon here? See, it would take me hours to try to put that in, cut sideways and so on still. This is the tool for the floss. Do I still have one of the container? I think. Oh. Well, I don't have the, it's right there by the floss with the toothbrush and so on. This is for people with braces. And I know you get the thing too in the sewing and all that to thread the needle. This year, it's super cheap. And if you lose it, you're not feeling bad. And it fit perfect for any type of ribbon. So what you're going to do, put this in the hole. Take your ribbon, put that in the middle of this and pull. Oops. Keep one end in your hand. See how easy this was to pass through? So simple. Now what I done, I just folded into, I tried to attach it in my bow. It was not floating good. So what I done, I just did a knot here. And I decide my center, it's right here. So I put that here with a glue dot. So what I done is take a glue dot, put that right there. And then trim the extra here. Now I just took my ribbon. I don't know why I get gold here. I think I ran out of silver, to be honest. I took whatever was in my scrap ribbon. This is not scrap. It's way too long. So when you do your knots, see, I go up and down equally with the box. See, many people tell me they're challenged to do both. Well, if you follow this here, you're going to find it very easy. So twist this up and down. So any way that you're going to tie your ribbon the first time you go around, you're both going to go in the other direction. So I'm going this way, my bow will go this way. Watch what's going to happen. And no, I don't need no extra hand for that. You can do that with just your two hands. Take the bottom, make your loop, take the top, go to the right, coming to the left and under in the opening. If you practice this over and over, you're going to have the perfect bow every time. This is recorded. When it's done, you can watch over and over and see how I done those easy bows. See how easy it is? It's no fuss. Up and down, the top to the right to the left. And voila, you got, I can move that in the center there, oops, and then still reattach there with the, voila, my friend. So now, I think I'm a little bit, here we go. So this is how to, this project. Let me just a little bit here. I want to make sure you see all, here we go. So that's one project with the 5 cards inside. See, we've already done with 5 cards and see the embellishment. So very, very nice. Now, while we get the big shot very close here, I'm going to show the Eclipse. That seemed to be the trend this year. I think that would be the correct words, right? The trend, I think so. So I tried a few different ways. And first I was using the mini dimensional. Well, if you look at the mini dimensional and you look at the foam strip, it's quite a bit of a difference in the thickness of them. So I'm going to put one right there. See, it's almost double of the thickness. I think you can see that. I prefer the strip. The strip going to pop it way higher and it make it stand out more. So for this project, I recommend the strip at 100%, my friend. They are in the big catalog with the adhesive. If you're wondering where they at, they're in the big catalog. You got the regular dimensional here, and your strips are right there. They're on page 203. So, with that being said, we are doing those 2 cards. So what I did this time, I reversed it. I took the joy from this, put it over here, the joy from this, put it over there. So I pre-emboss on silver. For some reason, I decided to switch it on silver. This was champagne. I'm doing silver. And I'm using a different sheet, but it's still in the same bag that specialty paper in the Christmas catalog. So I did one because, like I said, I want to try to do this speed up. So talking about that, that's the card that I shared yesterday or the day before. See my Noel, it is the same thing. Instead of the letter joy, you will use the letter Noel. And here, joy. This one, it was stamped the same thing than that, my friend. Nothing different. It was still white. It don't look white. It was white. I just sponged crumb cake all around to make it look more vintage. So, same technique, just different layers, same stamp set, whatever. So this one here are not in the PDF file, but I wanted to share. That was the card that I shared on my blog yesterday or the day before. Okay, let me move that aside. Now we're going to bring the letters that I got right here. Like I said, I already done one because I want to speed that up here. I don't want to keep you for 5 hours, even if we do makeup class. Now, I've been Ocom this year. It's temporary tape. It is the brand, it is Scotch tape. I got mine on Amazon. The reason, because I don't have no supply, office supply store here. You could use Post-it note also. I recommend the first one that I did of this. I didn't do the what it's called. I didn't secure my letters, and my letters did move. So I said, because we're gonna cut all three at the same time. So the O, I matched that with the center of my snowflake, and then put the other two on each side about how far you want it apart. Here we go. Take your repositionable tape, put that right here. Let me bring the big shot. I won't lift you up all the way. You're going to see very good still. So the adapter, you know what? Yes, I'm lifting you up. Might as well show you right. Here we go. So I'm putting this, the platform, the adapter, a clear plate, and then I'm putting this at the top. And because it's foil, I like to put another piece of paper at the top so I don't get the line of my used platform, clear plate. If you get a new clear plate, that is okay. You don't have to do that. But mine is very used, and I use them till they crack pretty much. So I'm going to put that at the top of this. And that's the reason why. It's just copy paper. It's nothing else but copy paper, my friends. So don't think it's special paper because it's yellow. It's just copy paper that I had here. We're going to remove that. And now I'm going to bring you down again. The moving, I need to do the moving in that for when I use the big shot in that, because if not, you won't see good. I want to make sure I'm kind of straight. Oh, well, my paper, it's not straight, so that explains why I don't see it straight. Here we go. So now what you're going to do, it's going on the side, and when you see when I push it flat. I don't pull it up. I just peel it down. Oh, that sometime happened. Don't worry about that. We're going to come back here. Well, this one really did the trick. Here we go. Now we're going to remove this. Remove your letters. Here we go. The center going to stay with this one. And here we go. Okay, talking about the letters, when I shared that, I shared this technique a few times now. I mean, share card doing this technique, and people are having a heart attack, I think, when they see the price of the letters. The letters are in the Big Shot section in the big catalog, and there are on page, they're right at the beginning here. Oops. Right here, you get the letters and the banner, it's $31. And then you get the letters at $99. Well, all this, I know it seems expensive, but if you use it, it's so, and if you're a scrapbooker, even better. But it's so many things you can do with that. I know the 4th of July, it was a card, all it did with that, and so on. It's many. And if you get people with a short name, you can put their name. So you see, you get all those letters. So it is, yes, it is costly. And then you get flower and the punctuation. But you get all those things for $99. So don't have a heart attack when you see this, because really it is, you get a lot. It would be perfect for a wedding card, Mr., Mrs., and you get the and. So you get a lot for your money in this. So again, we're all have to make choices on what we want. And I think this, this is a big investment, yes, but then you get every letters that you need. So let me push that away so I don't lose any of my letters. I'm gonna put it there. Okay, now we're gonna do one of the cards. So I prepare over here, and I'm using black instead of cherry cobbler. I thought that black would stand out very much. So it is, this is a regular size card, so it's 8.5 by 5.5, score at 4 1/4. That gives you an A2 cards. We're gonna put the basic black layer, and we're gonna put that right here. Okay, and then I got another one here. So this gonna be with this. Oops, I have to switch that. This gonna be right there. Oh, did I put a little bit too big? Huh. Let's fix that on. Okay, let me take care of that. I will trim this. That's it. So what I'm going to do is trim this just a little bit here. What did they say? Measure twice, cut once? Well, I guess I didn't do that. I guess I didn't measure and I cut it, right? But see, I can fix that, no problem. Here we go. Okay. We're gonna glue this on the top over here, okay? And I'm gonna use fast fuse here. One thing though, maybe you want to use Tombow too at different places, and I'm gonna show you that in a second. Like right here where the Y there, this is Tombow in this. I know it's my fine tip glue container, but I put Tombow in it. And I just want to make sure that stay right down. So I just go around my letters to make sure it stay down all there. Okay, we're going to put that on the black. The other one, it's on the red. I'm just giving you a different option here. Press this down. Now, the center, we keep the same center, but you cannot glue your center till now. Okay, the joy of this card going to go on another card. And I won't do this one because you're going to see one. Here we go. This one's going to go with that. I'm going to move that aside. So what I done, I already did the strip in the back, and I mean the strip are very easy. I didn't do that because, you know, I just, well, let me put one on one of this here. So what I done, I just go ahead and put the strip on the one that I pre-cut, so it's ready for today. On the center of the hole, you don't want to put that in. So I'm gonna remove this. Oops, come here. And we're going to match that. How simple is it? See, it's nothing to this card. It looked very complicated, but man, it's not. It is very simple. Like I emboss on this. This is, I call that crank it up a notch, really. I didn't have to emboss. I could use just cardstock. I can use designer series paper or a stamp on the card, stamp on the front. It's very lovely, like the one that I shared yesterday or the day before. And now, let me take my little poker here. If I do have it, yes. And I need my stamp set. Well, I'm looking for a stamp set. Maybe I will find it in a minute. Okay, now what we're going to do is take this here. And this, if you wonder, this is a kebab. And I used my silicone mat and did a chunk of Tombow glue on it and let it dry. And when it's dry, it's still sticky. And I just rolled that on the kebab. So it gives me a picker-upper very at awesome price. So now I'm going to put my glue here. And take this and put this in the center here. Now I can take my bone folder and really press it down. Or maybe with my finger too. Voila. Now for the little hollies that I did, that's what, oh, it's right under my, got it. Okay. So I use the Holly Berry stamp set. I got a little trick to show you with that too. So when you stamp with that, and I had stamped a few in a row, okay? Well, I came to use my punch and see when I bring this in, try to punch that, well, I would damage that one. So that can be for anything, not just this stamp set. For many stamps set, I mean, it's not just this. Take a look, cut yourself some piece of Post-it note. Put that in the back, and that's going to help you because when it's a little piece like that, you cannot pass it. You can pass this through, and then you can line it up easy. And voila. Now just remove this here, the Post-it note. So when you get a little piece to punch out that you, because let me go again, see, let's say even I get this, see if I try to put this in and you try to put your finger there, slide it just right, it's almost impossible. So just use a Post-it note, put it in the back, and then you can slide it exactly where you need it. So this is the Ollie punch that I use with this stamp set. Let me remove this. And what I done, oops, that's for my other card. We're going to put that right there. I use an ice sponge around them. I use the glue dots. I'm a big fan of glue dots. I'm pretty sure you see me using more glue dots than... this one first because I want this one at the top. And put that right... this way. No, this way. Like this. And you know what? I'm going to add another glue dot just because my hands are kind of sticky today. Here we go. And then the little berries, it's part of that set also. And I use the same punch. It's part of that punch. Put that right there. See how dress up that do? Just that little bitty holly, I mean, dress it all up. And I'm sure Ollie's going to say, you need holly on every Christmas card. So this is it here. I love it when you guys say, I would never thought of that. Thanks for the tip. I love sharing tips to make stamping easy. So you see, now we're done with those cards. Another one that I did in the same branch than that, this is the champagne. I just embossed, like I showed you how to emboss this. And I stamped Peace, Joy, and Love at the top. That's the musical stamp set. I stamp with basic black archival ink and emboss in clear, so it stayed there. This is in the part of the, let me think here, Halloween. The black lace there, it's all the way in the back of the Halloween section. Well, let me tell you, so I got this here, the ribbon one, a vintage crochet trim, and then I get the black rhinestone on page 53 because it's in the Halloween section, don't think it's Halloween. See, I use that for Christmas. And I think those little black rhinestones look lovely on this. Plus with the crochet trim there, it is awesome. It's nothing about Halloween in that, right? So that was in the same section than this because it's the same thing, same one. So another 3 down. Now this one here, it is a 5 or 6 card. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. It's very all simple, just different measurement. So it is the stamp set Good Tiding. This stamp set, it's stamped by itself, put it that way. It's awesome. So this one here, I matched, this was gold, no, copper, I'm sorry, copper, and I embossed with copper, so you can see better. This punch here, it's the, oh, what's the name of it? Now, it's in the big catalog. That's not the new one. It is in the big catalog. Why am I blank right now? Let me tell you. It is the Pretty Label on page 207. And that one, I just cut it in 2. That's it. So it gives like a different finish on that. This one here, I use the designer series paper at the bottom, emboss my grading over here. If you look at all my hollies, I try different combo. I know which one is my favorite combo. You decide which one is your favorite for yourself. So like this one, it was lemon lime twist with old olive. This one, it's pear pizzazz and old olive. This one, it's old olive and artichoke. And it's the same thing with the little one. It's no dye for this, so you're going to fussy and cut them. What mean fussy and cut them? It's choop, 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 choop. Let me remove this. This is bugging me in my way. And I use the stitch framelets. You can see it here. So I prefer to emboss it first and then go cut it, so it's easier to line that up. And in the back, it's the big layer circle. That's the bigger of the scallop in that. In the background, I use a star of light. Those little lights, I don't know how much you can see. I use the star of lights. These one, those little star here, that's from Night in Bethlehem. Now this one I use that copper trim there. This is I fussy cut and that. Remember, when you fussy cut, it's you move your scissors, you move the paper, not the scissors. And again on the that beautiful paper with the music note. And here, this one, I want to show you. See, when it's one way, when it's the other way. And this is the tassel trim there, the little trim. Okay, and inside, most of them inside, well, I thought this one I put good because it was not there. So I just tried to match the outside with the inside. The outside, whatever it's on the outside, I match it in the inside. And for my envelope, see, I did that little, I always say stamp your envelope at the same time, so when you're ready to mail them, everything match. There we go. Now I will do this one here. So this one, it's 1 layer card. So if some of you send lots of card, I'm looking for a sponge. If some of you send a lot of cards and you worry about the cost, well, this is very, very cheap. What I did, this is copy paper. It's no special paper. It's copy paper. And I cut my oval, and you can use different size oval. It's whatever size you want to stand out. And I think it's kind of the in-between size from the big one and the, okay, it is, the weight of it, it's About 2 1/4, 2 3/8, 3 1/4. So it doesn't matter. So what I done, I'm gonna put that there. And again, I'm gonna use one of my repositionable tape, and I'm gonna put that right here just to make sure it don't move. And the trick to sponging. Many people tell me I cannot have a smooth one. So what I do, I use my sponge. This is our regular round sponge. I cut them in 4. So you want, I don't want to get all that dirty right now. I'm going to put that here. You want to start on the side here. Start on the side because when you ink it, it's more heavy, and go, here I go, in little motion. See, I go in little motion. Keep your paper down. And the reason why I like to use copy paper instead of cardstock for my mat to sponge on, it's not because I'm cheap and cardstock would cost more. It's because copy paper, it's less thick, so you can blend a lot easier than cardstock. So now, I'm going to keep on going. Okay, see I get more heavy there because I keep on starting there. Now I'm going to come and start here. Now I'm just going to move that around. And now I'm going to come in the center because I want lighter in the center. Okay, that looked pretty good. Let's remove that and reveal what we got. Voila! Is that cool? So you see that my center, it's very lighter. I think you can see that. So I get less in the center, but more there. Now I can remove this, and you can save that for another time around. Okay, for the stamping, you want your paper piercer in the back. And let's start with, I call this the bold image because see, it's more bold. I call this the detail. Same thing for all the other one. So I get a bold image and a detail image. The bold image need to be the lighter. Remember that. Bold image need to be the lighter of your color choice. I will do Pure Pizzazz. And after Pure Pizzazz, we're going to do Old Olive. So I'm going to stamp this. Stamp the big olive first. Put that about where you want it. Smack that right there. Lift this up. And now we're going to do the detail one. If you do like 500 of them or whatever, more than a few, I would say prepare them all. Doesn't matter if it's this one or this one, doesn't matter. If you do many of two-step stamping, I say get all your paper ready to go first and then stamp all one layer and then come back with the second layer so you don't go from one ink to the other and so it's way better off to do all one layer than come with the second one. Now I got the detail one. That's going to be the darkest color, and you see how, oh, well, my camera, it's in the way. Dang it. Very easy to match them if you don't have a camera in your view. I'm doing my best here. I forget that camera gets in my way. Oh, very lovely. So now you see you get all your detail there. Now we're going to take the next step that I like to do. It is the branch. So the branch, I'm going to go, some of it I did crumb cake with soft suede, some of it I did soft suede and early espresso. I'm going to do soft suede and early espresso. Again, it is no right and wrong in your colors. You just decide what you would like. So this here, I just take it and drop it. Okay, and now I'm gonna, this is the more bold. Okay, so it's gonna be the soft suede, the lighter color, the lighter color. I'm gonna take this. Put that right here. Now we're gonna take the other one, the more detailed one, and again, I just dropped this, and we will do early espresso. And why do I say drop? I should pinpoint something. Maybe another thing that you want to do, you want to take your the clear thing that come with, and you want to turn this, and what you want to do is put it down on this the way that it is. See, take your clear block and put it on it. Because why I'm saying that, because it's curvy and that, so some of you are going to take this and really stretch it out, put it straight. Well, that won't work. So you have to keep the shape of this. So put it down. You have to reverse your thing because it matched this. It have to be the flat part at the top. Take your block. See, I was way off here. And then put it on. Now you know that you follow the shape of it. So anytime that you get, it's not a square or a round, whatever, it's a shape, that's one thing that you can remember, that then you know it's going to match. Especially wording that go inside of a banner, very tricky. Now I'm going to come with the second layer, that is early espresso. And again, why do I have my, you know what, let's do the, I think if I do the cherry, not the cherry, the berries first, it's going to be easier for this. So the berries, you see the little point, that means it's the top, okay? Again, you're going to start with the bold image, and that it's in the lighter color that is real red that I use. Oops, sorry, use the wrong one. Here and here. You want the long one, not the little one. We don't need the single one. The single one, it's for the little holly, not the big holly. So this little single one, it's the one that I use for my envelopes. I'm sorry. So now again, I'm going to use the big one, the bold one. Now I'm going to have to remove this here. We're going to stamp this in real red. I have to put that facing me here. Yeah, it's better if you do this first, the cherry first. Absolutely, not the cherry, but you know what I'm saying, the berries. Whoop, whoop. Lucky, 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 lucky. And then we're going to do the detailed one with cherry color. Yeah, do your berries first. Put that at the top here. Here we go. And then we're going to do the last part of our center the branch there. Here we go. Again, that it's using early espresso. Even if you want your card this way, it's easier if you face that this way to stamp. Much easier. I should have thought of that first. I had my first one way off, but that's okay. Oops, that should have been right here. Dang it. Let's do that again. Here we go. Voila, my friend. Very, very easy to stamp. When you don't have a camera in front of you, it's even easier. So now you get all the one that I share with Good Tidings. Let me remove this. Let's see. I hope I didn't lost you. 1 second. Let me check that here. Okay, I think I'm still live. Okay, it's just something at my end went way off. Okay, perfect. I think I'm still on. Lost signal. Okay, back. Oh, back on. Okay, perfect. I don't know what happened. I'm back on. Whew. I sweated a little bit there. So, okay, we're back on. Awesome. Yes, you are. Perfect. So that's how I do my fussy cutting. Okay, let's move along. Let's hope that didn't cut too much. Okay, now we got all these moved aside. We are doing great here. So this here, I'm going to show you, that's another two-step stamping, the season like Christmas. And you got, well, we got more than that. Oh, here they are. So I'm going to show you how to do the Sled. Here we go. Let's move this aside here. So I'm going to show you how to do the Sled over here. It is the same Sled. One it's done in the red and basic gray, and one it's done in crumb cake. And this card, it's a different fold. So I'm going to show you how to do this fold. So let's get started. So your piece of paper here, measure, oh, that didn't feel good on my ears. Okay, the piece of paper measure 11 by 5.5. You're going to score at 4.25. Score at 4.25. And score at 7.75. Now, you're going to take this, have to be your base there, the one that it's 4.25 by 5.5. Bring it down and bring it up. And you see, you get a gap here that don't touch at the edge. So that's when I use the 1.5 by 5.5. One thing you have to remember though, you don't want to put the glue on this. You want to put the glue on this because you don't want it that it touched there. So open this up here and put that right at the edge. And this one here, put it just on one side. So now close this back. So now you're going to cover this side and this. Bring this right at the on the left hand side there. Voila. See? Now I got these done to put inside. This one here, I use this stamp set and feeling of Christmas. And what I done is use old olive. And the way that I did, it looked like it's a big stamp set. It's not. I just took this and go down, down, and down. That's simple. One thing, I use the wink of Stilo on this. Well, to use the wink of Stilo, you want to do that the minute you are done stamping if you want to bring the color. Because while the ink is still not set there, when you use the wink of Stilo, it's really going to bring that green. It's still going to bring the green if it dry, but it's going to bring so much more ink if it's still kind of damp there. So I did all this with the wink of Stilo. Let me bring you that closely and then you can see. I don't know how much you can see. But you see now it's a very light shade of green. So that would go there and this would go there. Well, let me make it easier if I do this. Here we go. And here we go. See? So So now when I fold this way, I get my nice border. Now for the stamp set, again, I tried different ones. You get the bowl again and the detail. We're going to start with the bowl. That is, I'm going to use old olive. Let me bring the whole olive here. Stamp once. Here we go. Let's remove this. And now I'm going to bring Always Artichoke. Always Artichoke right here. And we're going to stamp the detail one with Always Artichoke because that is darker. And again, because it's full of polymer, I put my foam in the back. And I really like dark for the tree because it's evergreen or kind of dark, right? Now I'm going to use soft suede for my trunk. I want not that dark for the trunk, but I'm going to use soft suede. And you're going, oops. Straight here. You're going to see how perfectly it matches here. See, you don't have, and that's what I love about this. Every time I was using my Lovely as a Tree that I use that thing like no tomorrow, I always try to use the marker to do my trunk. Well now, boom, see how lovely this tree is? Very simple and lovely. So now, for the bottom where the snow or the ground, whatever you want to call it, I use this little piece. It's all in this. I use my soft suede, not soft suede, soft sky. I'm sorry. And I just went one. So just add a little bit of your snow in the bottom. And I had a dirty finger there. That's okay. So that's how I stamp all those trees. Now, let's fast forward that to our sled. Let me remove this. And I'm going to show you how I done the sled. And then I just add my pearls, my little pearls. I had that on the tree here, if you can see. Oh, another very important tip though. For when you're going to glue your circle, you just want to put half of adhesive there. You don't want to cover it all because when you open it up, boom, see that side cannot have no adhesive. So when you open up, it go back in the center there. Okay, let me remove this. And let me show you how to do this. So this one, it's with the new punch, the Everyday Label punch. And for the wood, I am using, I bet you can guess it, yes, Timeless Texture. I get a little bit too much spread out here. Let me tidy it up a little bit, that I get space. So you can stamp it first or after. I like to stamp after. So you're going to need one of the punch, the Everyday Label punch. You're going to need one of that. And then you're going to need the classic label. You're going to need a few of them. When I mean a few, you're going to need 5. And that if you want not wood sleigh, you want like metal, then you can use in the smoky sleigh. That would be perfect. So I get 4, and then I'm going to have 5. Okay? Now the next step is just on this here that I'm going to use my wood grain. I'm going to stamp crumb cake on crumb cake. Oh, that's not it. That was the that's what I call the mesh or the fabric. I picked the wrong one, my friend. It's right here. Let me get it out. That's the wood one. Here we go. Now we get the wood design in there. Now we're just going to build. And we're going to need a piece of, you can use ribbon, or when I use the trim, some I use this. And I'm just going to pull, okay, how about this? That's the linen thread. Now, we're going to build that from the back. And I don't want to, usually I would use tumble for this, but I just want to speed up here. Okay, you will do your first one at the top. And that one, you're going to go about what? That's about 1 inch. Here we go. Let's say about 1 inch. So put that on your grid paper and go at your line. I think that's the best way I can explain that. Okay, and again here, so I go half inch, 1 inch, it's right there. And then I'm gonna hold that there and bring that right at the edge. Oh, I went more than, that's 1 1/4. I'm sorry, 1 1/4. 1 1/4, my friend. So that way it's easy to match both of your legs or whatever, your sled equally. This one side a bit here, let me, here we go. Now you're going to take another one, and this one I sponged though. And I use my dauber to sponge, just the top one, not the bottom one. So I'm going to use my, well, I got soft suede right here. And what you're going to do is just do the side. Here we go. And this sleigh here was, I learned that from Sharon. One in our team shares something like that, and I thought, ooh, she had made tags with that, I think. I said, oh, I'm going to make that for a card. Hers was built under. Mine, it's flat, so it's for a card. Now we're going to use 2 glue dots. So 1 glue dot over here. And 1 glue dot over here. Sometimes I like to snip it, even if we get 2 of them. Here we go. Now, if it's too long, like this here, it's a lot easier to trim down than add some, right? Now, we're going to take 2 more glue dots, because the way that it curls, and I just get barely of the glue dots that go through the ribbon there. I want to make sure. Here we go. Now I get my top. Now, oops, I had that at the wrong space for my glue dot. It would have been okay if it would have been on my card. It would have snapped it there, but it's not on my card yet. Here we go. This needs to be up a little bit. Here, much better. Now let's turn that in the back. And the legs in the back, you just want them barely, I need to remove that. The leg coming in the back, you just want them to pass a little bit. So they're going to go on top of each other there. So that's about okay. Okay. Now, we're going to put that on the card. I think it's a lot easier if you mount your on your card base first. So this is Whisper White, 8.5 by 5.5, fold in 2. This is Soft Sky that measure 4 by, see I had started in the back, I had went with the wrong color. 4 by 5.25. Put that, I don't have a second layer on this one, that's okay. And the reason why I stamped this one first, it's because I'm going to show you how to put the snow and it's better. And this, I ran out of the silver, I had one left. You just want to cut this right in half here. See? So you get for 2 cards on this one. So you can use Tombow for that. I think that's the easiest thing. Or not sure what else. You could use the fast fuse or whatever, but it's going right through your holes. So I say this would be the best thing here. I think it's time for a door prize or screen prize. It's going to be a pack of ribbon, the silver and the gold plus the crochet trim. So this is the first prize. So Ollie, if you can send me a winner. And again, to win, just leave a comment, say where you're from or so on. And you need to be present to win because soon I'm done. I need the winner address. You have to email me at frenchiestamps.com. So now that I get this done, now we're going to mount this with a dimensional. I'm going to use the big one. You can use the mini one or the big one, whatever that you find easy. So let's have a winner for now because we're almost done and we're going to have another winner here in a bit. So I'm going to put this sleigh right there and I'm going to show you how to put the snow. Oh my goodness, we're doing great in time. Just been an hour and 10 minutes and we're almost done. That is amazing. Okay, move that there. And I'm going to make sure you don't cover this. I'm going to put that right here. Here we go. I got my sled. Now, on the other one, on the red one, I didn't put the wood, but I sponge around with white. Don't sponge around white first. You're going to do your greeting first, stamp in white, emboss with white powder, and then sponge in white. Now, how did I do my snow? I'm going to bring my case over here. Oops. You want to have your ink dry, and even when it's completely dry, the ink going to get a little bit through the paste. But we're going to do something different here. Let me bring my glitter here. Okay, that it's not on the original. I just thought of that this morning. Let me close my glue so I don't get my nozzle all tied up here. Okay. So I'm using my spatula with my paste, and I'm going to put some on the edge of the, look like she went sledding there. Here we go. Now for the tree, I just took very little in my pointy here and did my, see, barely touch it. Oh, I forgot one step. That's okay. I'm going to show it to you. And I'm sure this is going to be a lot better than my sample, because my sample, I did my snow right away. And this one, I really did let it dry overnight. So I'm sure I won't have so much. Okay, now make sure you wipe this and that you rinse that very good. If not, it's going to stick there. It's very hard to wash. Usually I dump it in a bucket of water and I didn't bring that, so I just use my rag. Okay, let me put this away. Now what I was saying about the glitter, and we're going to, if I can remember it, we're going to check at the end of the broadcast here, see how much ink it came through. I think it's going to be much better. Now I'm going to take my dazzling diamond here and very little oh, that's pretty. I don't know if you can see that on the snow. Oh, I should have done that on the other one. Oh, that's very pretty. Just, oh yeah, you need that, you need that. You need dazzling diamond on that. See, the more you do, the more you think of stuff to add on. Very, very pretty. So I'm going to put that aside, and hopefully we think about checking how much that it came through. I'm going to show you the other two cards. Okay, this here, this one, I use Night in Bethlehem. This, I stamped that in white, my snowflake. See in the background? So before I mount it, I would have to done that. And then this one, the same stamp set, I stamped it in soft sky. If you look at my snow, you can see I got it. It's kind of the discoloration. Here it's not, because it's not touching the ink. Here in the snow, see the trunk here, it's coming through. So we're going to see after the broadcast, I left it dry overnight and I put the glitter on top. Can you imagine if I would have all the glitter on here? Ooh, that would be pretty. So that's the paste. So let's remove that. That it's those cards. Okay, now the last project already. Can you believe that? We went through all those things. It's hard to believe we did all. Let me show you. Okay, on page, I think it's on page 12. Let me check. No, it's not on page 12. So it is, okay, on page 21, those little bows are right here. So we got the green, the cherry cobbler, and the white. And we get the mini tinsel trim that we use too. So those little bows are there. But did you know that in the big catalog, I want to say 197, I'm not sure, but I'm going to go there. It is there. On page 197, you get the gold, the silver, and the berry bursts. And those little mini bow also. They are perfect for those projects here we're doing. I know many of you heard about using a stamping spritz, the bottle, and spritz with alcohol in, not tequila, rubbing alcohol, and spritz it. Well, number one, I think it makes such a mess. And number two, I didn't like my result. Maybe you guys can do it and have it better than I did. For me, this didn't turn out good. See how blotchy it is? And see and plus, it curved my paper very much. So, this is going in file 13 right now. And I'm going to show you what I did. And if you see, it's no right and wrong. Don't get me wrong. Some of you can do that, no problem. I mean, happy for you. Me, I didn't like my result with that. It's just didn't. See my colors, how bright and vivid they are. What about the kilo? Nancy said, maybe that would work better for me. I wouldn't get frustrated. So I really love these color. I bet you can see how bright they are. So let's get going here. I took my box, and your box, you see that shiny side? It's like the food safe, whatever. Even if I put food in that, I would put in the little baggies. So turn it around and use the side that it's not the shiny. So should I do blue or should I do red? I'm going to do red because red, it is the hardest color to do. When you watercolor with cherry cobbler or red, or when you dye with cherry cobbler or red, it is the hardest color because it want to turn pink. So I will do the red. I think because it is the hardest color, like I said, because it seemed to want to go a different tone. This is the tray. I call this the tray. This is the top of the ink pad. What I'm going to do, take this, drag, drag. Yes, you're going to have to ring maybe your thing, but no matter what, you're using re-inker with the alcohol, put it in the spritz bottle or put it on your pad. What's the difference, right? I'd rather put it on my pad. I should have ring maybe right from the get-go. I don't know when was it. I just going to do the top really there. And we're gonna just use my bone folder, wipe that. Okay, let's finish. And like I said, red is cherry cobbler, red doesn't matter. It is a tough color because it want to become pink. It's hard to do the true color. Well, see, I just do it a few times. If it would be in the blue, I would have been done. And then if you want, just to make sure you don't have no lines. And as it dries, it's going to smooth out. Trust me. Okay, that is done. See how quick it was? Except I'm a little bit inky, a little bit. I could do better than that. Now, you see all those white lines. It give a definition. Or what you can do is take your matching marker and you can whip this here. Or you can leave it white to it. It would just give a definition. That's it. But if you wanted that match, you can do this. You think you're going to see the line. Trust me, you won't see the line when it's all done. Now let's do the other side. Remember, you got two sides of this. You got the bottom and the top. So you can have any color. If it's a girl's birthday, do it in melon mumbo. Boy, I mean, you can do in the green. You can do it in any color. You can do in orange for or purple for Halloween. It can be used for any color. Okay, fold and fold. You have to fold all where you get your lines, okay? That's going to make it a lot easier. Don't start building till you reinforce all where it is supposed to be reinforced. Anything that you make 3D, the best advice is reinforce. Now fold, fold. And this, go around. See, I just take the bottom here, bring that around, fold this, and down. See how simple this was? I think this very simple, and the colors are so vivid. It's awesome. Now, this one here, I emboss. See? I stamp from Star of Light. If you do that, you want to make sure that your ink is completely dry. Completely dry. And you think it's dry, but it's not. So this here, it's called an embossing buddy. What you're going to do, it's do the embody first, stamp with white ink or Versamark and emboss it the color that you want. It's very important to use the embossing buddy if you do that right away. And even on that, I would use the embossing buddy. Now inside, I get that come right off. Where I get the powder here, see it's come right off. It's a little kind of a powder. Now for this, I got for my banner, let me show you how I done that. So this is 2 by 3.5, I think, something like that. You know what, I'm going to give you the measurement here. 3.5, 2 by 3.5. Use your banner punch and put that through. Push it all the way down. That's simple. Now, I did just for you, you're going to take, this is, you can use watercolor paper or the heavy white cardstock, and I stamp with black archival ink. You want to make sure that it's completely dry, your black ink, before you do this step. So just squeeze this, make sure you get this, the water just going here. I know I show that all the time, but I'm hoping that sometime I get new people joining in. Squeeze this. You see I got water, so my brush is wet. Take the ink there and do a wash. See? Just no right and wrong. Just smash that right there. Let that dry. Okay? And close this. If you're wondering, you can put drop of ink there, or if you take your ink pad, squeeze, 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 open, see when you squeeze, you get it right there. We're going to let that dry. I wouldn't punch that right away. I would let it dry, because if you try to punch a paper that it's wet, it's just going to block. So I'm going to show you another little thing here. I want to make sure I'm using, okay, this one here, let me show you this one. This here, if this measure 10 by 2. Take your designer series paper, wrap it around. You want to put it tight, but not too tight, if that's such a saying. And then just, I don't score mine, because it seems when I score mine, it's always off a little bit, and it makes more damage or harder to use than anything else. So I just bring it around, and here we go. You're going to put glue at the front here. You should use fast fuse for that. Or tear and tape, because it's something you're going to pull in and out. And right out, this is on the outside, this is in the inside, so they're going to mount together. And you want to bring it, but you want to keep it loose enough so it's going to slide. I could have put looser, right? So you want to put it a little bit looser than I did here. You know what? Let's fix that. I'm going to show you how to fix that here. That's the heat tool. Oops. Just warm up the glue. It's going to come right off. So you want to put that a little bit, I know I tear up there, but that's okay. You want to put it a little bit looser than I had. Oh, that's too loose. Come here, baby. Here we go. Here we go. That's much better. And I'm not worried about the top of this. Do you know why? Because I'm going to have another piece there. So this here, it's perfectly, I'm going to put a little banner there. You're going to see we're going to fix that. So now I can slide that back in. So they can keep it very well decorated, even to get their candies in. When I said we can fix that, I would put a little banner here. So like, let me grab a piece of paper. And I don't know what size I'm cutting here. Here we go. And then, or I can put my thing right here. See, well, the blue don't go with that, but you get the gesture. Oh, here. Now this is ready. Again, it's Everyday Label Punch. Stamp this. And we're going to do, now that I get the polka dot, let's do, what's the reverse of this? I'm going to do the black snowflake if, 1 second. Here we go. Okay, I got this piece here that we're going to do. And we're going to cut this in half. And oh, I wanted the black though. Why am I not getting it today? Here we go. I didn't want green on green. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so now you see, I get this, I can put that right here, and it's decorated in the green, and I can even have another little banner on top of this one that would finish that even more. Because it's two things, and I like to keep odd numbers when it comes to X in there. So here we go, that's too long because you don't want the same thing. And I want that green, because I already got that one. And I'm going to put that right here. Here we go. Now I'm going to raise that up. See? Very simple. It's, you don't have to, you know, just go and put the stuff on. So now we got that. Let me remove this. See, now it's removing easy. Now for this one here, I put dimensional in the back, and I put this here, and then I use my little bow. And I'm going to put a little red bow on this one. Just because they're in the bottom of the box, I decide that would be good to go for it, right? Okay, I know the phone buzz. Ollie sent me a winner. Who's the winner? The winner is... The winner. Toby Brown from Marlin, T-O-B-Y. Congratulations, you won the ribbon. Now to claim your prize, email me at FrenchieStamps.com. No, FrenchieStamps@hotmail.com, and give me your mailing address, and I'm going to put that in the mail to you Monday a.m. And it have to be claimed by today. I'm gonna, let's put dimensional on this here. So, Toby Brown. Here we go. Ollie put it in parentheses. I guess I don't see the name right. It's T-O-B-I. And then put that right here. Et voila, my friends. See how simple this was? So, now I want to show you one more thing though. Okay, you saw how I done those two right on each side. Now, if you want the full one like this, the only thing that I did different, it's if you take another one, cut it back in two, and you would put one over here and one in the bottom. So you see now you get the full string of it. Oh, this one it's a bit too high here. Here we go. So you see now you get all around. This one is just on each side, and this one it's all around. So it gives you a bigger frame. And again for, okay, we're gonna move this around. For the bow, I'm gonna show you another bow. Same thing, what you're gonna do, it's, remember, up and down, put your finger there, bottom, loop first, take the top, bring it to the right, to the left, under here, and tie this down and pull. You get the perfect bow. Now, what I done, I use my bow and glue it on the top here. That's all. This one is done. Okay, wondering what I got inside those boxes? I got nothing in this one. Aha. This one, I got goodies. Okay, all 3 by 3. So I cut my paper at 6 by 3, score it at 3. And I got all those little cards in. And this here, it's the stamp set. It's a birthday. It should be here. It's a birthday stamp set. Happiest birthday. Happiest of day. I'm using those gifts for Christmas. So this stamp set, I'd say it's better value when you can use it in more than one occasion. So now you get birthday and you get Christmas. And I just cut my designer series paper or stamp it directly on it, color it with the marker, and boom, it's done. So, and then we got the 3 by 3 little notes, the little cards. I like this to put on gifts instead of, you know, a gift tag. You can put a little card also. I think it's cute. So you can give that as a gift, putting a bunch in it, and boom, they got a gift. The little ollie that I use on all the cards, I'm going to show you a trick on this. Okay, I'm going to put another one right here, just because it's look kind of tricky, but it's not. So I use Old Olive, stamp it in Old Olive. Right here. And I'm going to do one more, because I like 3, I don't like 2. Here we go. And it's all green, right? Well, don't worry about that. And that it's from the Christmas pines. And that was the same. I use my cherry cobbler marker and just barely touch it. You couldn't even tell I had green in the back of that. Voila. That's simple. So now you get the berries one color and the rest one color. Okay, so that's the little cards. Let's show the goodies now. And that was the one with the, this is called a belly band. And again, that was the same than the card that I show you with Good Tiding. I used the stitch framelit with the oval in the back. There's a scallop, not oval, but the scallop with the circle. And this, again, it's the Everyday Label Punch, the one that we used with the other one. I just put the top right here, give a nice little decoration. Okay, one more thing. Here's the goodies. So here I get the square chocolate, or I get the Kit Kat. And very simple. I kept that super simple. For the square chocolate, it is 2 by 5. This is Ghirardelli. I think I can say it now. So 2 by 5. That don't seem right. Oh, I put it wider on this one, I think. No. Okay, the Kit Kat, it's 2 by 5. Kit Kat 2 by 5. That's not 2. I took the wrong one. Sorry, friends. 2 by 5, it is the square chocolate. What I done, this is kind of plain, right? So I use from Tiding, where is that set now? this one. I use a feeling of Christmas. I use the 3 little dots there. Use cherry cobbler with this designer sealer paper. And voila. So now I get the little berries. This designer series paper, it's the one on the top on page, it's Merry, let me tell you, right here, it's Merry Little Christmas. That's the one that I use for all these projects here. On page 12. So now I'm gonna take this, oops, that's for the square. Again, I don't score this, I just go back. And it would be better, I think, if I would have something like red or green, but that's what I had here. I try not to buy those things because I buy them to do project and they don't get done to the project. They get in my belly before I use them. So, and I like the raspberry one, but I think those ones are expired. And plus it's dark chocolate. I'm not a fan of dark chocolate. I bet they are expired and they're dark chocolate, so I'm safe. So that go there. Now for the Kit Kat, that measure 2 3/4 by 4. And put that around again. I don't score nothing. I'm gonna put that there. Bring that right here. Bring that there. See how simple it is? You don't have to do much for those little chocolate. Put that in. Oops. I tried to put it on the side. See what I did? I had done the glue dots because I thought it looked kind of cool to have it on the side so you don't see the line. But because of the way you sponge it, you know, the ink, really the moisture keep on popping this. Now they want to stay good. So you could put it that way too also. So now I get a mess. That's what I got. So let me talk to you a little bit. Upside down, of course, upside down. Here we go. So we're gonna have one more door prize. So Ollie, if you can email me, not email, but text me. The next door prize, it is the watercolor witch card kit without, it don't have the stamp set. So what you're getting, it's all the paper product. It's no stamp set. That's a discontinued one. And I had an extra kit without the stamp set. So this is the other gift. So the first one and then the second one. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, it was a lot of project, but I think we did pretty good, just over an hour and a half. That's pretty good for over 17 cards. Yeah, I didn't do all the cards, but I explained the process of it. So leave me feedback. If you like this, give me the thumbs up. If you just join in, it's recorded. You can watch the rest down the road. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm looking, and I'm going to read the comments there. If we didn't, well, I didn't answer you because when I get stamping, Ollie take care of all that. If we didn't have your answer, if Ollie didn't have the answer, or me, just get in contact with me, email me, and I'm going to be more than happy to share with you. Again, to get the 17-page PDF file of all this that I share with each card, even if I didn't stamp it, it is in the PDF file. Here is the hostess code, FSNB2E9H. And with an order of $40 or more before tax and shipping, I will send you the PDF less than 24 hours in the email. And if you want the PDF file of the month with this PDF file, it's an order of $65 or more with this hostess code also. This offer ends next Saturday. Now I'm looking, I think Ollie sent me another winner. Joanne Porter from Washington. Joanne Porter, you are the second winner for today. So email me at FrenchieStamps.com. Like I said, to know that everybody was live or you were live for the drawing, have to be emailed soon that we're done before the end of the day. Again, Joanne and Tubi, T-O-B-I. I don't know if Tubi, Tob. I think I say it right, but who knows, right? So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that as much I enjoy getting all that together. I love designing. I absolutely love designing. That I love it. So give a whirl and to give a try, I should say, to those product. We got a lot of holiday product that it's very exciting. So thank you, and don't forget the paper. The selection, it's listed on my blog. It's buy 3, get 1 free, the designer series paper. Have a lovely weekend, my friend, and I will be back with a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's a new video release on my blog, YouTube. So if you're not a follower, just click subscribe now. Right here at the bottom right corner, you can subscribe to my channel and not miss anything. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye for now.